Judging from Dulce's reaction, seems like you guys had some fun while I was away.
What on earth hippity-happened? You look so down, Dulce. Yup.
Miss Mew, please hear me out. This is so unfair. I've really given it my all.
Oh, the world is riddled with all kinds of unfairness, Milp. But I also make sure to always give it my all. So, what happened?
I may or may not have wildly offended our dear Hyungam. And though he's fled, I've no idea when he'll be back to take his revenge.
What do you mean, Milp? What do you mean? What kind of troubles have you gotten into, Milp? But who is this lady, Milp? Hey now, you can't just invite everyone in here like it's your home.
You're pretty spirited. I am Yeonhwa from Hwasun Valley.
Hwasun Valley? Oh, I've been there once. Mayhua flowers are in full... Wait, what did you say your name was?
That's not important. You know, back in Hanji, they say there's no one half as righteous as old Dulce. The Traveler and I turned over every stone in Donghae, and look here. We've got evidence in spades.
What's all this, Milp? Why are you showing this to me? Being in exile is enough, Milp! Do you want me to get sentenced to death?
Come on, you've got one foot in the grave already, if you know what I mean. Besides, the Traveler and I are powerless to do anything about this on our own. But if we join forces with all the people we've met in Donghae, we might just stand a chance.
Huh. How did such a low-born man learn to speak so eloquently? Okay. Miss Mule of Bylk County is all ears, Milp.
When I investigated the Dongsan tree for Bodi's will, I found evidence of the Yeongam coercing Body with her own skin. It's evidence that shows that if the Yeongam of the East didn't like someone, he made Body lure them with her beauty and then place a curse upon them. But then he tried to force her to harm the old Birigongduk couple who raised her. This was something she could not do, and so she chose death instead.
Oh, so you mean Body became a Mudang Wraith as punishment for the curses that she placed before she committed suicide, Milp?
Mihyun seems really cold on the outside, but she cares deeply for those in need. And she's always given them aid ever since she was young. It was all thanks to Mihyun's fox orb that the plague had ceased spreading and disappeared from Dalbo. When the fox hunters of the centipede market heard the rumor and came rushing, the Yeongam, ignorant of Mihyun's kindness, mobilized troops for the fox hunters. That's when Mihyun's older sister got hunted and died. Mihyun was furious and plotted her revenge. There's also evidence that the Yeongam ordered his minions to infiltrate the Honglin base and kill her.
So, Honglin base is no longer home to the fox goddess's followers, but is crawling with Jang Ik-soon's goons, Milp. Government officials should take care of the people whose taxes feed and clothe them. How could they go around like gangs in the marketplace and rob them instead?
Maywol keep an upset pretty often, right, Miss Myo? Would you believe she's the woman who became a Songgakshi? Beautiful Maywol caught the eye of the Yeongam of the East, but she remained faithful to her fiancé, rejecting the Yeonggam's advances. This didn't deter the Yeongam of the East, who went about investigating the fiancé and used the betrothed's past service as a tiger slayer to send him to Bumbawi Valley. The fiancé died, all according to the Yeonggam's plan. He once again propositioned Maywol, who fled, died with a heart full of resentment, and became a Songgakshi.
Jeez, to think he used the king's power to harass young women. This is unflopping believable, Milp!
You know how the Dokebi really lacked Mr. Kim's? Well, the Yeongam and Yeonggam deceived the Dokebi king. Oduksini lent the chief of Sukmo village the Kebi bat, but the chief was murdered in Moodle village and the bat disappeared. I thought the Dokkebi were just suddenly harassing humans for no reason. But to Oduksini's rage, Suprema's destruction, it's all because of this. The Gebibat was being held in the Donghae government office as the Yongam's bargaining chip against Oduksini. If you want to protect the Mr. Kims, make me an army, he threatened. So that explains all the sudden soldier Gebi.
Ugh, what a pair! The Yungam and the Hyungam, I smell a conspiracy. Dokkebi have feelings just like all other creatures. This is insane, Milp!
There's a gold mine in Gowon Plateau that people rarely went to, and the Hyungam lured poor folk there to develop the mine illegally, and then an earthquake happened and the poor laborers died. Old Granny Birth pitied them, so they were reborn as golden pigs. Despite lacking memories of their past life, they used their poverty-sniffing senses to help those in need. Giving out gold to people was what became their undoing. So anyone who received a bit of gold ended up in jail. And the golden pigs were set upon because rumors spread that they eat humans. We checked the foreign ship after seeing the Ebong and Hyungam whispering to each other. Seems like the Hyungam and even the Yungam are getting bribed.
Oh, no. Wait, stop it, Milp! It's hard for my old ears to digest all this information at once.
Oh, but I've barely scratched the surface. Should we take a break? Now that I think of it, talking so much really worked up an appetite.
Yes, a quick breather would be much appreciated. This guy, Dose, just has so much energy, Milp.
Why is Lady Yonhua not saying anything? I thought you'd be mad. What, are you daydreaming?
Huh? Oh, I'm listening. Hunger makes it hard to focus.
Come on now, people, it's like I've been saying. I can't change the world all by myself. But if we can all rally together, we'll surely be invincible. So keep listening till the end. I've got a brilliant plan to tell you. Do you know the Bamboo Legion? Those soldiers made of bamboo that always showed up when the world was in peril? Well, that same Bamboo Legion showed up with spears saying this world is rotten, and it's best to end it to bring about a new era. Seems like people were screaming out their sorrows to the steel that the Bamboo Legion were enshrined in at Chimney Forest. Sure, they shouldn't have been doing that, but in the face of such constant hardships, I can empathize. Can't blame the Bamboo Legion for being awoken by those terrible screams, neither.
Recently, taxes and forced labor have been on the rise, Milp, so I have seen a lot of people suffering.
In the past, the Gowon Plateau was a communal farming area, but one day the Honorable Chue suddenly claimed up all the land. The people who had been living there were kicked out overnight, and it became a labor camp for criminals accused of accepting bribes from the Golden Pigs. While the Hyungam was hunting water deer there, he tried to cover up a run-in with the youngest son of one so-called criminal, and whoever knew the truth should have spoken up instead of simply sweeping it under the rug. This led to the child's mother taking her own life and becoming a vengeful Gusensei. When investigating how the Honorable Chue got a hold of that land, we discovered there had been a time when the government ordered unowned land to be registered as farmland. Somehow word of this reached his ears and he snatched up the land lickety-split before the official registration period even started.
He probably bribed someone to hop on the policy information. It's flop and obvious. It must have been the Dalbo office that issued the registration, Milp.
There was this guy called Deho whose entire family suffered from tiger attacks. It all started when his younger brother Desuk tried to sell little Sangun. He was attacked by tigers while on his way to a foreign trader. But the fact that little Sangun was outside the Tiger Palace was already suspicious, don't you think? Anyway, the tiger attacks were so bad that the scholars of Bukti Island endlessly petitioned for striped folk tiger slayers to be called in. But our dear Yungam and Hyungam ignored those pleas until the striped folk tiger slayers were finally dispatched somehow, no thanks to our lordships. Also, there's a rumor that eating the snake from the blessed waterfall of Tebek would protect you from tiger attacks, so the price of those snakes skyrocketed. As it turned out, the snake catchers were hired by the Yungam, and only the Chue family was allowed to supply snakes. That money went straight into the Hyungam's pockets.
So they made money by taking advantage of people's fear of the tiger attacks, Milp? And the tiger attacks started because someone stole little Sangun?
Yeah, it's hard to believe, but the Hyungam admitted it. He threatened Mr. Byun the butcher and forced him to serve some strange liquor to Songun. Their plan was for Songun to get drunk on that liquor and then steal artifacts from the palace. But then things got out of hand and the Oduksini ended up getting loose. And then the Yeongam and the Hyungam took little Songun as leverage and tried to sell him across the sea. Can you believe that? Songun has every right to be angry, doesn't he? If it wasn't for the Stripe Folk Tiger Slayer's dispatch, everyone would have died from the tiger attacks. Is this what officials should do? Tell me, Miss Myo.
It's impossible for a person to do such things, even if they were possessed by an evil spirit. Surely, the Yeongam and the Hyungam have their own ulterior motives. Of course, the Yeongam's political ambition is nothing new, Myop. However, being a local official and advancing to the central government are two different matters. That clever Yeongam could not have forgotten his roots, Myop. And if his intention was just to secure a secret fund, he caused far too much trouble. Though he may not have been entirely virtuous, he has clawed his way into a position beyond his birth with sheer ability, led the Donghae province with integrity, and was praised for it, Myop.
Right? Even a lowborn like me knows the name Idoksu. He's an officer that was renowned in every corner of these lands.
He wouldn't have caused such suffering among the people without a strong motive and substantial rewards, Myop. The flow of money is blinding us, Myop. We need to figure out his true motives before it's too floppin' late. All the evidence of tyranny has been gathered, and I will lend my strength. Even though I'm in exile, I'll gladly risk getting buried in a foreign land if it means doing what's right for this country, Myop.
Yeah, right you are, Miss Myo. We should just sit tight until we get an answer from the capital.
But hasn't the Hyungam already caught on and run off? That means all that evidence could be destroyed at this very moment. Don't say you fool. We have the Traveler with us now. Let us send them ahead to subdue the Yeongam of the East first.
Huh? Did you forget that he whooped us before running off last time? The Yeongam is not an ordinary old man, he's a beast. And if we miss our chance this time, it's all over. We have to get it right the first time. I'll gather people quick, so wait quietly, okay? But we've got so many folks willing to help fight for our cause. There's Tebek troops and the Dokgebi as well. And if we get old lady Beauty Gongduk to help us, all the villagers will join us too.
That's true. But we don't have much time. When daylight comes, you gotta run like your feet are on fire, Myop.
Dulce,
Yes, my lady?
why would you make things harder?
Huh?
I don't think you understand the situation. Time is truly of the essence. If things go wrong, even the innocent could be accused. Why bother bringing a paring knife when you've already got a cleaver?
My lady, as a noble, you must know.
What must I know?
You have to go through procedures for national affairs. You know, something bad always happens when you're in a rush.
Think you can handle it? It's your first time doing this, right?
Of course I can. Don't underestimate me, my lady. Oh, man, this is stressing me out. I'm sorry, Traveler. Anyway, I'll go with the safe and sure way. I'll handle the details, so make yourself a cup of honey tea and relax. Then I'll go to sleep first. I have to wake up early, so don't bother me. Ah! Hey, Traveler! My lady! We are in trouble! Big trouble!
Oh, it's so early. Did you wet the bed or something? You what? You what?
I woke up late! Oh no, I should have been up at the crack of dawn to gather our forces. Oh. They say old folks don't need much sleep, so why is Miss Mio still snoozing? I told her to wake me up.
You brat! Do I look like your flopping mother or something, Milp? It's been a while since I've had good honey tea and got a good night's sleep thanks to it.
Ah, it's hopeless. Lady Yodwa, please help. Let's split up and gather people. Hurry!
Oh, that dimwit. Seriously? Traveler, you have to buy us some time. Can you do it?
Take this jade orb with you. It'll help hold back the Yungam's power. Hold out there just for a moment, Traveler. We'll gather people and follow you right away.
The liquor in the golden jar is the blood of 1,000 people. The meat on the jade plate is the fat of 10,000. Did you come here to recite such a poem? Sadly, I live a humble, honest life, and Donghae is a land of abundance. Who would believe you if you tried to punish me in this land? That dull-witted Chang Ik-sun came late at night, a diligent servant indeed. Yet you, the sharp-witted one, came long after daybreak. Truly lazy, aren't you? And you have the audacity to face me, Idoksu, alone! This time I will take your head and hang it up for all to see! Strange that you, who once couldn't withstand even a single attack, now have me cornered. Does your power come from those who resent me? No, it's absurd. Well, no matter. Using my powers so soon feels a bit wasteful. But disposing of you is my top priority.
Your Oduksini too now belongs to me. The seat of power was right in front of me.
It is just as his lordship had foretold. You. Everywhere I go, it's traveler this, traveler that. A day hasn't gone by where I haven't heard of the ruckus you've caused. Your vile wanderlust has foiled all of our intricate plans. But now, you lie beneath me, unconscious and vulnerable. I shall put an end, pathetic worm, to your wretched fate. Lordship, on your order. Such determination and skill. What you could have accomplished as my servant. Execute them. Yes, my lord. As you command. Royal Inspector! On the scene!
Hear me, criminals Oduksini and Iksun. You have embezzled from our sacred treasury and threatened the safety of our good people. I am Royal Inspector Leong. Your office has been seized, and you will be sent to the capital under my custody. It is the King's will and my rope that binds you! Traveler, did I not promise my return? Oduksini, Warden of Donghae, you are well aware of your criminal acts.
Yet you pretend to be blind to the lives that have improved under my rule.
With my own eyes and ears, I witnessed the pain and agony our people have endured. You dare try to deceive the King's Royal Inspector?
Fool! Your utopian ideals are the purest form of naivety. A politician's duty is to balance the scales of profit and sacrifice.
Heresy! How can a protector of the people pursue such twisted ideals?
Carefully balancing my purpose with the people's welfare. My choices have always been decidedly the most optimal one.
So, your optimal choice was to provoke tiger attacks?
A small price to pay for a great cause! But now you've ruined it all!
Even though the people of Donghae enjoyed a short-lived peace, you are anything but a benevolent ruler.
I did everything for the one I serve.
So there are greater forces behind your foul acts? O great morning's heir, I, Inspector Leong, humbly witness your grace.
Yep, thanks for your work. I mean, well done.
Your Highness?
I am sorry, my dear Inspector. I never told you what this orb was really This is no mere key, but a relic of the Tiger Palace and the forbidden legacy of Tebek. Brewing conflict between the Traveler and the Yungam was certainly not an easy task. This Oduksini has resonated with your special black spirit, enough to regain its full power. It would have been most ideal if it happened the first time you met, but back then, the difference in power was far too great.
Your Highness, congratulations. Congratulations. Now you finally recognize my...
Let there be no misunderstanding, Traveler. Don't be so harsh as to call my actions betrayal. I merely withheld some information in order to perfect my grand plan. Ah, have I not told you once before about my troubles? I have a dreadfully ill brother, one I love as my own son. Now, I finally have the power to save my king. Traveler, Mongyon, even you, Bukti and Iksun. I shall forever be in your debt.
Your Highness, please, what is the meaning of all this? What in the world is going on? Please explain what's happening! My lady! Your Highness! Are you all right? It's me, Dulce.
Hey, stop loafing around and get up.
You look as white as a sheet. Still hazy, are you? You slept like the dead. Look. The light of a new morning. Come and join me whenever you're ready.
Hurry! Yeah! Something good is going to happen today.